Alrighty guys, we're going back to some more SaGa Frontier 2 Remastered. Last time, we acquired the best weapon in the game, aside for one other weapon which we can only get through digging, called the Cinder Forged Sword. Infinite use, 70 weapon ability, very, very powerful. This time we're going to go ahead and continue on a little bit with Gustave's story here, which really isn't Gustave's story, however, it's still just easiest to call them by that. So we'll go ahead and look at the Count of Jade's sons. Cantal has established a firm grip over Merchmen and the Lordless Land. Having only recently attained the throne, Kelvin refuses to mobilize his army for the Lords who stand against Cantal. But after more time passes, he has no choice but to act. Count of Jade's decision to dispatch troops takes Cantal by surprise, for Kelvin's refusal to act led Cantal to begin thinking lightly of him. But Kelvin was not only simply dithering on making a decision one way or the other. Instead, he was taking the time he needed to make proper preparations. As a result, Cantal's forces meet with a series of defeats, and he soon loses control of the Lordless Land. Kelvin was quite thorough in his preparations. Though it pains me to admit it, he has bested me this time. However, we cannot make a full retreat without first dealing a blow to his forces. We make our stand here. Cantal has set his sights on Charles's army. Is that William? And Charles knows full well his opponent's dedication to doggedly pursuing his foes. Our scout has returned, my lord. They carry word that the enemy has fled. Lord Charles, our army has overextended itself. Let's wait here so our allies might catch up to us. We've no need of aid. We'll chase down the enemy and march straight into Cantal's headquarters. If we take Cantal's head, not even Finney's throne lies outside our grasp. Enemy forces have appeared on our left flank, and there are more on our right as well. It was a trap. Curse you, Cantal. I never thought you would stoop to such cowardice. And so, we have the Battle of Zal Peak. All we have to do is to defeat Cantal or survive until Philip arrives at the end of turn 6. And all we have to do is make sure our headquarters aren't captured and Charles isn't defeated. So let's go ahead and defend. The easy way to go about this is kind of just to have our guys move in. They're not really going to have much of an issue here. I'll move him right here. And that's about all we can do, so we'll end our turn. Those guys are just going to wait. He'll move in. We'll go into battle here. I think we're just going to Grasshopper and hope we can get the stun on all of them. The goal here isn't actually to win. Honestly, the best idea is probably just to defend. But we'll see what we can do with just Grasshoppers. Perfect. Ooh, he's attacking the same one, huh? I will defend this time around. There's no reason to push this fight. Ooh, he actually survived. That's insane. He won't survive that, though. Oh my gosh, he does. Perfect. It's now my turn. I'll go ahead and move my archer unit in here, and we will bully this guy. We want to try to get rid of this left side first, as quick as possible. Why didn't my archers engage? There we go, there we go. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Perfect, perfect, and perfect. That's one done. Then we'll move him in. Let's see if we can do the exact same thing. Looks like Blazing Dragon might actually be our strongest, so let's see what Blazing Dragon can do here. Since they already take 30, we just have to deal 70 per attack. That's fine, they're splitting up their attacks. That's a block. 140, yeah, we're gonna take care of him easy. We might not even need, well, there's one of my guys. So I won't quite get the kill. And we're gonna have these guys keep defending over here. We can go ahead and end a turn. He's gonna move in, but I have archer support here. So we'll just Blazing Dragon all of them. And perfect. Okay, now he's moving in. That's what I was ready for. I'm gonna move all my guys back over here. And I have to keep him here because I don't want him to advance onto that space. I'm actually concerned because that means Charles has to win this next fight. So let's go ahead and end our turn here. That's fine. I just need Charles to win. That's not great. Okay. We're fine here. We're fine here. We'll just Flame Naga there. Blazing Thrust, Blazing Dragon, Blazing Dragon. That's 30 damage because my archer. We're in a good spot. Ooh, not okay. Still fine. We're still up. Flame Naga. Great. Gets rid of 2 of them. Great. He spread his attacks out. We actually might get rid of this entire unit. Just from defending. Perfect. It's my turn. Go ahead and move him in. Move him in. And we'll move him in. End our turn. We're on turn 4. We just have to make it to turn 6. And just do our Blazing Dragons. Because my boat, yep. My range units are close enough. Ooh. So I won't get rid of all of them. I'll get rid of all but one. It's now my turn. I'll move my archer in right there. And we'll go for this kill right here. Don't really need to be getting risky, but I'll go for it. Okay, perfect. And then we will just wait it out, because at the end of turn 6, I believe we win. Okay, now they're moving in. Great. They've fallen into my trap. We'll move him right here. We'll move our archers right here. But I do believe we win no matter what at this point. So we'll move him here. Move you up here. Yep, he's going for this fight. Let's do a bunch of Blazing Dragons and hope I get to act first. That's fine, that's fine. Honestly, they could all rapid volley, that'd be best. And that's a win. Gets rid of that army entirely. Going back in again, huh? I'm pretty sure, yeah, successive battles, so we are weakened now. Let's do our Blazing Dragons. There's a chance this unit falls this time around, though. I still have my arrows. Okay, one of my guys went first. That's not quite enough to kill, though. Yep, that's going to be one unit down. It's going to be a second unit down. Oh, maybe not. We get rid of one of theirs, though. They still win that battle? Oh, no, it pushes them back. Again, a third consecutive battle, huh? Not looking good for me. We can still probably get rid of at least 3 of them. Yep. Perfect. And my backup arrives. Philip's unit has arrived. Cantal has his army fall back. Charles is victorious. Where Philip's reinforcements have arrived to save us. Hooray for Lord Philip. It glads me to see you safe, Charles. Apologies for my tardiness. Your aid is appreciated. Yet had you gotten here sooner, we could have taken Cantal's head. You're too slow to act, Philip. You take after our father in that regard. Sorry to disappoint. Unfortunately, all we can do now is retreat. I am well aware. and Tal wouldn't have slipped away had I commanded all of our forces. It seems I've no choice but to make peace with the fact my father and Philip will continue to hold me back. Uh-oh. That spells trouble for the future. But for now, we don't have to worry about it. But we do want to go ahead and do Life Tree Island, the next mission in Will's storyline. Or Rich this time around. Good day, Narcissus. What can I help you with today? You become a fine adventurer. It's high time I treat you like an accomplished digger you are. Thank you, sir. Rich, you must never repeat to anyone what I'm about to tell you. Do you swear upon your own name and your father's name that you will keep this secret? I'd be happy to make any oath you ask of me, but I won't swear anything on my father's name. I can only speak for myself. Very well. There's an island I'd like you to make a little trip to. There's a tree that grows over there, you see, and I'd like you to bring me back its seeds for me. Sounds like a pretty easy job. Is there some reason you can't take care of that on your own? I'm too old, Rich. I doubt I could survive the trip there and back again, which is why I'd like to entrust this task to you. You will go alone, and you will tell no one. Am I understood? Your reward will be based on how many seeds you bring back. Alone, huh? Whatever. I'm sure it'll work out. So yeah, this is Narcissus. We haven't seen Narcissus in a while, especially at his age. We just want to make sure, yep, we have our Cinderforge equipped, and so we're good to go. We can go ahead and leave. You're welcome to talk to these people if you wish. We can get our equipment retrieval, however, we can do that anytime. And we actually haven't been here in quite a while. Nothing new there. And nothing new here. But we can grab some stuff if you need to. Got some today's lunch specials. And then, yeah, we don't even have anybody in here to talk to. So, whenever you're ready, we can talk to this man. And we're going to go ahead and go across the boat. So, once we're here, looks like a salt shales, almost. Looks like we can't go that way, but we can go around, and we can grab a arcstone here. Come on. Oh, you can only, it's a slide. You can only go down. That's interesting. It's a cool little salt shales we got going on here, though. Okay, we got a couple enemies. I'm assuming these are just basic enemies, but also it's just going to be duels, because it's only one of our people. And honestly, I believe, just cleave, we might one-shot because of the sword we have. Yeah, that's 2,000 damage. At this point, our sword users, whoever our main sword user is going to be very powerful. Yep. Sword went up, that's great. What is his arts right now? 42? Wow. Even if I removed it, he's still like our highest sword user. We'll go left first. Find this boat. Got some frogs to deal with. Oh, that's a new enemy. Okay, and then we want to cross this boat. Even if it's a new enemy, Rich is now our strongest person, and that's with double vertical. That's not even with some of the strongest moves that he can get. I want to get that item. Now, we fought these guys before. They have Death Cleave, though, or whatever it is. Death Grab. That one-shots. Sword one up. Perfect. Increasing his sword is the best it can be right now. Perfect. And then... I didn't want to fight you. Oh, you definitely didn't want to fight you. You're going to be overkilled. Yeah. Another Arcstone, we can grab that. I don't really need Arcstones, but it's good to dismantle, I guess. Gets us some more chips for later. At this point, we don't really need any more chips, though. We have some of the... all the best weapons and armor you can get are either from loot drops or from, like, pretty much mandatory items that you can grab. And so, we're at the life tree. You can go ahead and pick up these pink things on the ground, the life seeds. You can only grab 5 max, but the more you have, the more money we're going to get a little bit later. Go ahead and boost you and have you rest. And so, with those seeds in tow, I think we can go ahead and head on back. We don't really need to fight any of these guys. They're not giving us new arts because we don't have any teammates. Where does right take me? Oh, perfect. Another Arkstone. Love me some Arkstones. Probably should have gone that other direction first as well, a little bit earlier. That right path, but probably would have just given me an Arkstone. Come to think of it, I haven't had myself a good look at this ship yet. Ships sometimes have parts made from tools. Heck, there might even be some quails. Guess not. What's going on? The ship's moving? Did the current change direction? Slowly creaking forward. And it stops conveniently right here. But we are attacked. Wow, that is a cool looking monster. We're not going to repeat. You actually, I don't think we're going to need to, but if you defend every turn, you can get some pretty strong... you can basically make it so you don't die for sure. We'll do a charge and then followed by 2 cleaves. I'm curious what this will do here. Charge, cleave, cleave, cross break. Almost 4,000 damage. So we're going to repeat that again. And 2 hits will take this crab down. It's a little bit harder if you don't have the best sword in the second best sword in the game. But pretty easy nonetheless. 859 chips, which is roughly $3,000. And so we can go ahead and step off the boat. And that's where that would have taken us earlier. Glad I didn't go that way, because that was a bunch of nothing. Oh, well. That's fine, we'll just repeat exactly what we just used, because charge, 0 damage. Charge, cleave, cleave. This would be, what, 6,000? 4,000? I guess it's... Enemies don't really have defenses. Slide down here, and we can head on back. And we just want to report back to Narcisse here. Narcisse, you're in this house, right? Yep. So you found 5 seeds. And you get 2,000 CR for finding 5 seeds. Well done. Just remember that you are not to tell anyone about the island until I am dead. Okay. What was that creepy feeling? That egg-like thing that girl's carrying. Hey, could you show me that egg you have there? No. You're of the Knights family, yes? I can sense the Knight's anima coursing within you. What is up with this kid? What's she talking about? William Knights knows too much. I will lay him low one day. If he is still alive, I want you to relay that message to him. Wide, Rich's home. Welcome home, Richard. Your mother will be thrilled to see you. Dad? Is that egg thing you always talk about around this big and kind of shiny? Well, why? What's with the sudden interest in the egg? No, you couldn't have. Did you see it? Answer me. Where? Who had it? What are you going to do if I tell you? The egg is too dangerous to be left to its own devices. I thought I had stranded it at the bottom of the sea. I never would have thought it'd find a way to come back. Next time, I'll need to either destroy it or discard it someplace where human hands can never reach it. What about its holder? Someone in possession of the egg will never let it go of their own choosing. But it will need to be taken from them all the same, by force if necessary. Would you kill them? If I must. Then no. I had a feeling you'd say that. I'll never tell you. Does someone you know have it? If they do, they're no longer the person you once knew. They're a complete stranger, actually. But there's no way I could let you hurt a child like that. A child? A child is the worst case scenario. The egg will become more powerful as they mature. If we act now, we might be able to take it without harming the child. Where are you going, Richard? That kid said she would kill you someday. Better watch yourself. And so, I think we just go back and talk to Narcisse. Say, Narcisse, do you know that girl around this tall? I think I know the one. She left town a little while ago with her parents. Did you need her for something? No, I was just wondering. And so, we learn that Will, or Rich, is William's son. Will Knight's his son. And, even better, we just got a couple new missions here. Kelvin's last battle, and also Kental's death. But we also learned there that, if we go pull up parameter inheritance, Will ends up marrying Cordelia. That was, his wife standing in the background there. So they ended up having a kid who was Rich Knights. So we finally have his full name revealed. And usually, I'd go ahead and wind things down there. But I do want to go ahead and do Highwayman of the Peak. But first, let's go ahead and head to our usual Vogelang here. We don't have a party, or else we would go fight the Snow Beast. Do I think Rich could take it by himself? Honestly, probably. But I don't want to go through with that. Want to repair our Berserker Axe, which is one of the main reasons we came here. I'm not too worried about any of our swords or bows, or pretty much anything else at this point. And we don't need to buy any of that. So we're in a good spot. And now that we have $10,000, I'll return directly. I don't need to save. I can finally go to Weisland. And if we run up here, I can. I should have dropped a save, but I'll drop a save now. I can finally spend my $10,000 to buy the hot stone and get the achievement, purchase a hot stone. Now, if you go look, we actually should have another hot stone. Let me sort real quick. So we have 2 hot stones. That's why I dropped that save. I'm actually just going to reload it because I only did it for that achievement. So we can go ahead and head on out of here. Let's go home. And so, finally, I want to go ahead and tackle Highwayman of the Peak. This is a brand new story specifically for the remake. It is Will's story. It's the very first new one for him. And you'll see who we get to play as. Oi, you there. Way forward's blocked, and so is the way back for that matter. What you old codgers doing crossing a mountain without protection? Ah, you must be the wretches who are bothering travelers here. Everyone's talking about how highwaymen stalk this pass. Surely you've noticed how few people cross it lately. I don't think this profession of yours has much of a future. Better to quit while you're ahead. But perhaps before someone comes to claim the bounty on your heads. Sure, maybe we will. And maybe we'll make you a last pair of suckers. Now cough up everything you got. Oh, and the better you stuff, the better your chances of making it out of here alive. What do you think? Should we hand over all our money and run on their good graces to let us go? Oof. I don't know about that. I plan on eating like a horse once we're through the pass, so I'll need every last crown I've got. What kind of idiot worries about his next meal more in his life? Enough messing around. Time for you to pay. Yep. And so, Patrick and Raymond have a little fight going on here. They should still be fully built up. We'll go ahead and give you your Elven Lyre back. And we'll go ahead and give you the... Where is it? The Berserker Axe. This should kind of be a joke. I don't even know if I need a Sky Rendezvous or Crystal Prisms. I'm going to sweeping. I want to see how much this does. It's definitely overkill. Yep, that's definitely overkill. What the heck? Those geezers are tough. Is this a force that was sent to take us down? I gotta tell the boss. Hey, I've got no problem with people making fun of Patrick, but nobody calls me a geezer. Looks like that man is quite keen on showing us their hideout. Let's go after him, Raymond. You gotta help me, Toa. Idiot. You led them right to us. So they sent a couple of veteran sentries after us, did they? Are you in charge around here? If so, prepare to come quietly. If I'm caught, I'll be swinging at the end of a noose before long. There's no chance I'd go easy. Watch out. He's gonna try something. As if I'd stick around and fight. Have it your way. I'll wrap up our work in these parts. But don't follow me if you know what's good for you. Oh, and my lackeys are yours to do with as you see fit. Later. What? Say it ain't so, Toa. He cut his men loose without a second thought. That's cold. He may be a coward, but he's an especially fast one. There's no way we're gonna catch him. Well, at least folks can cross the mountain without worry now. Yeah. Honestly, his decision to run might have been a stroke of good luck for us. The amount of anima he drew there was like nothing I've ever seen. If he'd used it to attack us, we might not have survived. Whoa, seriously? Well, for now, what do you say we string these bandits up and take them away? We'll get paid, eat our fill of something delicious, and then head home. Now there's a plan. That one moment of tension was enough to get my stomach rumbling. And so that's just a fun little event you have there with two of members that we won't see really ever again. I think Raymond might come back here in the Fossil Grotto, but the rest of our characters don't really appear for quite a while. So yeah, that's the Highwayman of the Peak. Very fun little mission. And so I want to get through four actually in this one episode, so we're going to go ahead and go to the Fossil Grotto. North Gate, gateway to the northern continent. Fair to get here, cleaned out my pockets, but good. I'm gonna have to look for a way to score some cash and quick. I better not be missing all my money. No, I still have 10,000 CR. So you can explore here a little bit. We don't really have anything too crazy here. However, what's very important here is we grind the rhino enemies. They will be in this Fossil Grotto that we're going to, and they drop the best staff in the game. So we want to make sure we get that. You can look around a little bit. However, there's not much here right now. We'll go up here. Still not much here. Oh, this is a shopkeeper. What has he got? A steel dagger. Interesting. If only I didn't have the best sword in the game right now. So, whenever you're ready, I believe we can just exit through here. We'll be at Fossil Grotto. However, you definitely don't want to fight this yourself. So, run on back here, and we can head into the inn here. Eleanor? Raymond? I'm surprised to see you're still alive, Rich. You're strapped for cash as usual. Let's join forces. To tell you the truth, I'm in the middle of exploring the nearby cave and having a tough go of it. You'd be up to lend an old friend a hand, wouldn't you? I figured that might be the case. Sure, you just leave the tough stuff to us. And so, Eleanor and Raymond join us. However, there's a new person here. What are you doing in a place like this, young lady? I'm Rich. I mean, my name is Rich. I'm actually pretty hard up for cash at the moment. I'm Diana. The village I settled in was torn apart by giant worms. Most of my fellow villagers have given up on making a living here and left for greener pastures. I like to stay here, though. Huh. Sounds like you've had it pretty rough. To be honest, I'm not sure what to do with myself. I feel like I'm at a loss. Well, I'm about to head off and see if I can't strike it rich. Why don't you come along? Oh, I'd be of no use out there. What kind of attitude is that? If you plan to make a living here, you've got to believe in yourself. You're right. I'll give it a try. There is no try, only do. Right. I'll do it. And so we have Diana join us here. Let's go check on Diana. She's good with a sword, a staff, and a spear, which is fantastic because I just happen to be needing somebody who can use a spear. I don't actually believe she'll be sticking around for very long, though, so we don't want to invest too much in her. We'll go ahead and give you, sure, Anthrium, and we'll give you Scale Visor. I think that'll be the best for you. Bone Gloves are actually better. Any better shoes? Nope. Any better clothes? Yeah, literally anything else. So we'll go ahead and do the Protector. And when you're ready, that's just a room. We can go ahead and head on out. Got our squad back together. And again, we do want to fight some of these rhino enemies, just so we get the chance at getting our super powerful weapon. Who is this? This is Eleanor, and this is Raymond. And we're just gonna have you use thrust. I probably should have given you something else, but your spear is too low anyways for it to matter. Bow increased. Sure, we'll give you an art, just so you're not stuck with nothing. Double thrust. Grasshopper. Heavenly Strike. And Reaper. I think that's probably good. Let's do our usual. Honestly, Tornado Slash might just kill outright. Let's see. No, not quite. Doesn't do enough to the rock guy. Sword went up, tree went up. Stone, HP, HP. I think that's fine. I think I can just cross-cut. I'm going to go through WP a little bit quicker, but because I want to be grinding these enemies anyways, I'm not too worried about it. Antler Spear is not what we're looking for. We want to take this top right exit. And you're going to have these enemies drop on our head. And they can sometimes have these skeletons pop up with them. Perfect. Everything's going to be easy to kill at this point, though. Another Antler Spear. Again, you want to fight all of these rhino enemies. The Stone Beasts. Actually, who was that? No, you're definitely going to attack Stone Beast. Oh, that's going to kill. Eleanor, can you, nope. Can't do anything. Double thrust. Yeah, even with the strongest spear in the game, she doesn't have spear ability. She's really just here as an escort, honestly. Oof. They just keep on coming, huh? But we want to be leveling them up anyways, or leveling up our new girl's abilities, so we'll go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, we are about to lose Raymond, I believe, so this might be the only time we get to use him. The last time we get to use him, rather. I want to go back up because I want to fight that rhino. There we go. And this will be an easy one because there's only one. And then we'll head back down to the right. And these are either going to have items or skeletons, so we're going to risk it every time, but it's either an item or a skeleton. We were victorious, we get some HP, some WP. Just a basic slime. I don't really want to be fighting most of these guys, actually, because all my people are about to be leaving me. But Rich, I guess, getting his sword up's pretty good. Ooh, I see that skeleton up there. Yeah. It's a fossil dagger. We'll take it. How are we looking on inventory space? We still got a little bit more. More of these guys, huh? We'll just have Rich fight solo whenever we get to these guys. Because he just go one shot. We'll head up right here. Some more skeletons. I didn't mean to fight as a team, but that's okay. It's a lava shield. Perfect. That's a brand new shield. We'll fight this slime here. Should have gone into solo. I need to just be careful whenever I'm getting into these fights to see if they are duels or not. I still one-shot, but since I'm about to be grinding these rhinos, I want to take as little time as possible. Let's repeat. And we're victorious. And so, once you're here, you actually know you're at the end. I'll go ahead and go into this with just Rich, or usuals. And so, once you're ready, we'll head up there. But I actually want to go back, and I want to grind those rhinos. So, I'll see you guys here in a second. Alright, so I've been at this for a little over 30 minutes. I'll just show you guys what I'm doing. I'm running in here. I'm kind of just hitting A. Sometimes I'll direct Rich there to get the crosscut on the big guy. Other times I'll just spam A. And I'll go through here. Defeat all the enemies. I'll click A through this. And I'll see that I didn't get anything. And then after, whenever I start running low on WP or SP, I'll run back to the inn, talk to this lady right here. She'll let me take a rest. And then I'll feel better. We actually went through a full round of these guys. As you can see, we're about 30 more minutes in. And I've got a ton of, let's look at them, a ton of antler spears. So this is just since the last time I've dismantled. That's all those antler spears. And then blue waters. They drop a ton of blue waters. So we'll get rid of all those. And then they also drop another rare item, which I did get, which is his Rock Beast tag. However, that's not what I'm here for. So scrap all 14 of those items. And unfortunately, I don't have time to keep running through this. If you want to, go ahead and get that staff. There will technically be one more guaranteed chance to get that staff. There's another chance that people aren't quite sure if you can get the staff or not. It's kind of up in the air, but we will have one more chance. We'll come back and do that again at a later time when we revisit this grotto. Another antler spear, great. I also went ahead and gave Deanna here, what is her name? Cordelia, who has 26 spears, so she's up to 50. If we take this off, I'm pretty sure she is at yeah, just a natural 24 from the amount of upgrades she's got. This is the only time you can play as her. And, like, in the entire game, this is the only time you can play as her. So that's kind of ridiculous that that's how much we played. Was to get her up to, almost caught up to Cordelia, who we had for multiple missions at the start of the game. But, I mean, she was getting spear upgrades almost every single run through here. So, I'm just going to go. I'm going to kill these guys, and then I will head back to that spine we were on earlier, just so we can go ahead and finish up this mission. Aim shot, bushfire. I also broke a staff, so that's why she's just using bushfire now, so I don't break any more staffs. Actually, I will fend off. I got it down to killing this entire scream in about 1 minute, so I will see you guys back at the spine. Alright, so we're back here on the spine, pretty much exactly where we left off. So we're going to go ahead and run on through. And we'll end up in a fight. This is the boss of this area. This is the fossil beast. However, we do want to go ahead and take care of the skeletons first. So, honestly, what does Tornado Slash look like here? This might one-shot everyone. Firestorm with you. Little sweeping strings, or, yeah, sweeping strings. And then, sure, we'll Heavenly Strike with you. Great, that did 3,000 damage. Okay, 1,000 to everyone. Great, got rid of the 2. Wow. Buried, 843, sweeping strikes, 904. And that defeats that boss. Much, much easier now that we're a much higher level as well. And everything starts breaking. So we just want to run through here. And our way back breaks. And so, we only have one more way to go. It's a bone breastplate. Sure, I'll take that. We'll just walk into here. And you can find a bunch of these green rocks. Oh, guess there isn't anything in here. I thought that was going to be how we made our money. Skeleton? Yep. I didn't mean to fight as a team. It's okay. Oh, let me go rearrange my attacks there. I don't want to accidentally run out of WP or SP in here. Her spear went up. Again, this is the only chapter you can even use her in, so this is wild how I'm getting so much. I don't think this is actually the right way to go. We'll just have Rich take care of it real quick. Perfect. Go around to you. And we're right back to where we started. We're going to find out real quick if this was the right way to go, though, because I have a feeling I missed something. We'll find out right about now, after I fight the same guys I've been fighting for the past 45 minutes. This is crazy. Another blue water. They never end. Go outside, you won't be able to get back in. So, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and leave. I'm going to go ahead and just finish off these last three, because with just my luck, one of them will be holding on to the staff we need. Not that one. Last one. Let's see. Will you be the one that will give me the best staff in the game? That I'm pretty sure still can break, which super sucks. Because I'd have to watch out for it. Eleanor doesn't take any damage, but she's not really dealing any right now with Bushfire either. I just don't want to break another staff. Come on, can I get lucky? Nope. That's alright. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and leave. There sure are a lot of weird things in this world. And that brings Rich's story to a close. We got through quite a lot of stories in this one. We also got To Cast a Rainbow, which is another one we will be doing. However, we'll save that for next episode. We also got Grugol, Vogeling, Lob, Holes, and Weisland, which we'll go back to, just to make sure we get that new gear. We can check our party here. Again, Deanna is only usable in that mission. However, because we're going to go to Weisland in the next episode, I'm going to hold off on unequipping her. Because we actually don't need anything else. I don't think we need anything on Raymond either, which is kind of unfortunate. I believe that is Raymond's last fight with us. So, we don't have a user for either of them. Eleanor will be here for a couple more missions, and Rich will be here for a little while longer. So with that, that seems like a good place to wind things down. Next time, we're going to do To Cast a Rainbow and go through Weisland and do our usual monster hunt. I will see you guys then.